Hi everybody. I am not certain what we are calling this video. I guess we will call it an August 2020 forecast, energetic forecast. This is just a little extra video aside from the one that came out a couple days ago for the week. I wanted to cover more of the overall energy for the month of August. And just check in with all of you and see how you're feeling. There are some major astrological influences going on. Those of you who follow my channel and watch my videos know that I am not an astrologist. Astrology just goes right over my head. I find it tremendously interesting and intriguing, and I do read some about it, but as far as actually making astrological predictions, I will stick to the intuitive work. My friend Jamie, who watches this channel, has been doing some astrological and intuitive videos. I think live, I'm not positive, but I know they're posted on Instagram, so I'll put a link to her channel below. But that is who I have been tuning into because the way she explains the astrological influences makes sense to my non-astrologically inclined brain. So we will stick more with the card reading and just see what the energy is going to be for the collective for the month of August 2020. I also wanted to check in with everybody and just ask how you're feeling. We had, so this is I have to look at my calendar. This is the 3rd. So our full moon for August was this morning, technically, at least here in Pacific time. So, kind of intense energy, I thought. I didn't sleep at all last night. I don't know if anybody else had issues like that. The bit that I did sleep was like super vivid dreams, and I think we're going to be finding a lot more of that. We have a new moon on 8/13, and then we have the Lionsgate portal, which is kind of contributing to the energy now because I think it goes from the end of July and peaks on 8/8, but then continues a little bit through that. So a lot of intense energies right now, plus we have this kind of collective energy of ascension that I feel is going on right now. And so I just wanted to check in and see if anybody's having like ascension symptoms, or if that is what you would attribute it to, is just this shift in energy, the collective vibration changing, because we have been in a lot of fear-based energy, but when that happens, eventually that drops away and what we're left is a higher, cleaner vibration. And those of us who tend to be spiritual seekers and really, trying to further our soul's growth on our paths are pretty far along in that ascension process just by virtue of wanting to learn about ourselves and wanting to further our own growth. So have you been noticing symptoms? Like some common ones are headaches, dizziness, spaciness, brain fog is a huge one. Like, people joke about walking into a room 14 times and you can't remember what you walked in there for. That's really true right now for a lot of people. Ears ringing is a huge one, and that's also true for people who are mediums or intuitives. Sometimes when spirit's trying to communicate, when the veil is thinned because of an energetic shift, you'll get a lot of ringing in the ears, heart fluttering, chills, or hot flashes. Waking the same time every night or approximately the same time, like between 2 and 4 a.m., anxiety or just moodiness, vivid dreams. That is a big ascension symptom. And of course, I am not a medical doctor. If you are having any issues that concern you or symptoms that concern you, please seek medical advice. But this is just kind of an informal chat about symptoms that people might be experiencing that we can attribute to a shift in energy. So if you've had any symptoms or are wondering about anything that's been going on, just post a comment below and we'll talk about it. The things that I have been shown while working in my own Akashic records for right now during this energetic shift, things that can help alleviate ascension symptoms would be plenty of sleep when you can get it, because you're not having vivid dreams. So if, as much sleep as you can get, and if you need to turn off the devices, the computers, the phones, like an hour or two before bed, that would be extremely beneficial. I'm guilty of taking mine into bed with me and using it, but the more we can all get out of that habit, the better. So disconnection from electronics when possible, disconnection from social media when possible. Super clean diet, like whole foods, vegetables, fruits. If you eat meat, making sure that it is sourced as cleanly as possible. Same with eggs and fish, just making sure that you're making the best choices you can, not beating yourself up about it or stressing out over it, but just eating as clean as possible, as healthfully as possible. Extra water. You know how you always hear when you get a massage or have energy work done, make sure you get some extra water today. That's true of this entire time period, because we are literally shifting the energy in our own bodies and of the collective consciousness. So plenty of water to keep things moving and keep things flushed out. Salt baths, if you have a bathtub and you enjoy taking baths, take a salt bath at least a few times a week. It can be Epsom salts, mineral salts, pink Himalayan salt, anything like that will kind of help draw toxins from the body. Meditation as much as possible. Meditation, whatever works for you. Again, not beating yourself up because you feel like you're supposed to do it a certain way. Meditation is not one size fits all. I personally use a lot of guided meditations that I find here on YouTube. I find them extremely beneficial. It is really hard for me to still my mind. So having a guided meditation where I'm following along and using that for guidance to focus my thoughts is really beneficial for me. So whatever meditation looks like for you, whether it's 2 hours a day spent in stillness or whether it's a 10-minute guided meditation once or twice a day, is perfect, just as long as you're doing it. That's one of the big things that has been coming up when I look in the records lately. Meditation, and then also music that contains healing frequencies, so binaural beats or certain healing frequencies. And if you just look up on YouTube or Google healing music or healing frequencies, any sort of sound healing is going to be really beneficial right now, because that kind of bypasses our coherent brain, our cognizant brain, our conscious brain, I guess is what I'm looking for, and goes straight to our subconscious and helps heal us on an energetic level without us even thinking about it. So sound healing and healing frequencies and healing music are going to be really beneficial right now. And also working with crystals, that can help sort of balance your energies too. And if you have crystal questions, that's one of my favorite topics, so just ask below in the comments and I would be happy to answer those or make recommendations. So aside from all of that, let's draw some cards. And again, this is for the month of August 2020. I'm just going to draw one crystal card just to get the overarching energy of the month, and a crystal that would be beneficial to work with. So, and it's anything that comes up along the way, you can obviously use a crystal to support that. One flew out, so I'm going to take that one. Oh, I love it. This is perfect. Actually, 2 came out, so we're going to take both of them. But if you have things daily that come up, you wake up and you're feeling a little bit stressed out, then use a grounding crystal. You wake up and you're having a really good day, then use a sunny, optimistic crystal that connects you to your sacral chakra or your solar plexus. Things like carnelian and sunstone and citrine are going to boost that sunny kind of energy, where grounding crystals like obsidian or black tourmaline are going to kind of provide a layer of energetic protection for you and keep you feeling grounded. So whatever you need each day, feel free to use a crystal that matches how you're feeling that day. But these are for the collective, and not everything's going to resonate with every person that views this, but for the collective, for the month of August 2020, Moonstone came out, which I love because the symbolism of it is a full moon symbolism, and we have the full moon today, this morning. Oh, it matches my shirt too. Somebody will point that out, I know. People always notice that. So Moonstone, very connecting to yin energy, to female energy, which is the energy of creation. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. We need to connect with female energy. Female energy is the energy of creation. And you can see that coming down kind of like a lightning bolt, bringing in that new energy, that energy of creation. So Moonstone going to be really the energy this month, and that's what I've been feeling in private readings and when I do my own work in the Akashic Records for myself, is a lot of creative energy coming in, a lot of new energy. We are really, really shifting as a collective right now, and that's going to affect everybody. And as long as you're moving into it and you're working on what brings you joy and how you want to express yourself creatively, you're going to be keeping up with that energy, which is what we need to do. So really connecting with the energy of the moon and that creative energy. So new creative energy coming in. If you feel called to work with Moonstone, it can be really soothing and supportive on your creative journey. The other card that was kind of stuck to it that I am going to mention is Amethyst. And the reason I mention Amethyst is because it is just the best healer. And even people who aren't generally what they would consider crystal people, a lot of them have an amethyst laying around. So it can be a little pocket stone, it can be a great big geode in your house, it can be a piece of jewelry. Amethyst is a great healer for all levels, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It's just a really good all-purpose crystal, and that's why it is so popular. So the other crystal you could work with for the month of August is going to be amethyst. So those are our crystal energies. And then I'm going to draw a couple cards from this Angel Prayers deck just to see what guidance it has for us for this month. I think I'm going to grab 3 cards. So the first one that comes out is the Miracle of Nature card. I like this. I've been getting a lot of dragonfly symbolism lately in meditation, and that is sort of the same energy as butterfly symbolism, where it's about transition, but it's faster. If you think about it, a dragonfly's wings beat tremendously quickly, much faster than those of a butterfly. So dragonfly is about that same sort of transformative energy, but it means it's coming quickly. So this has a lot of dragonfly symbolism. It is the Miracle of Nature card. And it says, "Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air." So, you know, a lot of us have been staying home more, staying in our houses more. This is just kind of a reminder that we do need to get outside, breathe in that fresh air, connect with the earth energy. Even if you don't consider yourself somebody who traditionally connects with the earth or the sort of archetype of Mother Earth, it's still very beneficial to get outside, whether it's the energy of water, like a river, a stream, an ocean, a creek, a lake, or the forest, however you connect with nature, really paying attention to that during the month of August. And then funnily enough, the next one that came out is Express Your Creativity, which we were just talking about how kind of Moonstone connects you to that. These cards are very similar too. So Moonstone connecting you to the energy of creativity, to that feminine energy, the yin energy, and this comes out also that color blue, very indicative of the throat chakra, like expressing your creativity through your voice, possibly through song if you're somebody who connects with music. But if not, speaking your truth and saying, this is the project I want to work on. I am this. This is who I am, and this is who I express, how I express myself creatively. Thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. So again, that creative energy coming in August, and really being comfortable speaking about it. You know, saying this is how I am, true to who I am by expressing who I am, and I'm going to be comfortable with that. Things are changing, people are changing, the world is changing. I'm going to change along with it, and I'm going to tell people and show people who I am. And I'm going to do that through my expression of creativity. And then the next one that came out is Count Your Blessings, which I really love. We do, so the new moon for August is going to be, I believe, on August 13th, but I will double check that. this is a really good exercise to do with the new moon, because the new moon being all about kind of manifestation, creation energy. So this is a really strong indicator that the things that we want, we need to be actively creating. We need to be active co-creators with the universe. We can't just say, I want this. We have to pay attention to the signs and symbols and synchronicities that the universe sends us. Should we have a meeting with this person? Should we, purchase this art set? Should we listen to this artist? Should we check out this book? What are the things that are going to keep our creativity moving? Should we take a course, an online workshop? What should we do to keep our creativity moving? Because that's what leads to you creating your own projects and your own creativity, and staying true to yourself. So this card, all of this leads to creativity, but this card says count your blessings. So what we want to do around the 13th, when we have that new moon energy, because this is all building, this is from the full moon. We're kind of letting go today of the past, of things that no longer serve us with the full moon energy, and then working on bringing this new energy in. And then really, really counting our blessings when we get to the 13th, and every day, really. But the new moon is just a good reminder to count your blessings. It says, thank you, universe and angels, for the blessings in my life. The new moon is a good time to write things down, is what made me think of the new moon. Make a gratitude journal. Write down what you want to continue to work on, but write it as if you already have it. I am thankful for being connected to this helpful person who is furthering me on my creative path. I am helpful for finding the perfect course, the perfect book, the perfect mentor. Whatever it is you want to connect with, writing it as if you already have it. And counting your blessings as if you already have it, as if it already exists in your life. So that's our energy, very much the energy of creation and bringing in new energy. And I am going to draw one more card from this deck that I don't usually use too much. So much blue. Everybody, watch your throat chakras. Watch the words you're speaking. So much blue coming out, and it's kind of a cosmic energy. This blue is very much connected to the moon and to how we speak our truth. Okay, and I'm just going to draw one from this deck. This will just give us a focus word. These are one-word cards that just have one word. And then there's an affirmation in the guidebook that I will pull out. We will take that one. Oh, I love it. It's also got a lot of blue. So yes, really watching our communication and working on, it would be really beneficial to do some throat chakra meditation, work on healing that energy center. It's the free spirit card, which I love. It's the number 13, if any of you follow numerology. 1 and 3 is 4. So that's also kind of an energy of creation. And look at all that fire energy, kind of like... it reminds me of a phoenix rising from the ashes, where kind of maybe you've been in a funk, or you just, things haven't been going well. Maybe you've switched jobs, with everything that's been going on with the pandemic. And this is kind of you rising up out of the ashes, but you rise because you're speaking your truth, and you're really connected to what your truth is and what you want to do and what you want to put out into the world. And the most successful people are the people that are really connected to their truth. So free spirit, not worrying about what others say, being connected to your truth and how you want to put that out into the world. So the affirmation you can use for this one is, Great Spirit, assist me to understand and transcend any beliefs I may hold within myself that are detrimental. Great Spirit, assist me to understand and transcend any beliefs I may hold within myself that are detrimental. So this is perfect if you happen to view this today, which is August 3rd, and we're still in that full moon energy for about 3 days afterwards. Really working with that affirmation, because that's going to bring you a sense of freedom. That's going to make you into this free spirit. You're going to kind of rise up out of those ashes and say, okay, it's time to get moving again. That's our energy for August. Okay, it's time to get moving again. So let me know in the comments what you're working on and what your projects are, and if you've been having any Ascension symptoms, what those are. And I will see you next week.